Today we're going to look at what steps you can take to get your home ready to sell faster and for more money. Hey everyone, my name is Chris Fox. I'm with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Mountain Sky Properties. I make videos about real estate and the New River Valley. If either of those things interest you, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell below so you get notified when new videos come up. One of the questions I'm asked most is, what can I do to get my home ready to sell? Well, the steps we're going to talk about today can help us get our home ready to sell in a few weeks or a few months, whatever the goal is. Remember, the goal of this video is to help you sell your home faster and for more money. I'll be putting our photo checklist at the end of the video so you can get a quick snapshot of what we talked about for reference. First thing I want you to do is start decluttering your home. Over time, stuff accumulates. Hey, no shame, it happens to all of us. What we want to do though is present a clean slate for potential buyers. So start packing up non-essentials, figuring out what we want to sell, keep, donate. I know whenever I'm showing homes with one being cluttered and another being uncluttered, the uncluttered home actually feels larger even if it isn't. If you have an attic, a basement, outdoor space, detached garage, this is a great opportunity to box up some of your non-essential items and store them there until you move into your new home. Next thing we want to look at is minor maintenance items. Chipped and peeling paint, caulk around tubs, showers, fixtures, cleaning out gutters, burnt light bulbs, etc. Our goal is to make the potential buyer feel at home in the property. If they're walking through looking at potential issues they need to fix, then they aren't spending as much time envisioning themselves living in the home. Buyers are almost always overestimating on the cost of repairs. It's human nature. So the more we can eliminate, the better. The third thing I strongly encourage you to do is brighten the home up in any way possible. There are very few things more unattractive to a buyer than it being dark inside of a home, even when the lights are on. Again, the most important thing to a potential buyer is what the home feels like when they're in it. If it's dark and depressing, they may not be as interested in the home, but if it's sunny and open, bright, airy, that buyer is going to feel completely different. Find ways to make sure that the home is bright inside. Buy brighter light bulbs, replace fixtures that are dated, make sure the curtains are open for daytime showings, put bright colors on the walls. All those things make the room feel bigger. Now that we have a bright, decluttered home, I want you to ask yourself this question. When was the last time this was updated? Go to your kitchen, your bathroom, your living room, pretty much every room in your house and ask yourself that question. There are three specific areas that are important though. The kitchen, the bathroom, and the finishes. When I say finishes, I mean your doorknobs, your electric faceplates, the covers, cabinet handles, those types of things. If you have 70s wood paneling in your house, which a lot of homes in our area do, and you've painted over that, but your faceplates for your electric switches are still that odd almond color, then it may be time for a fresh look. Your kitchen and bathroom may be fully serviceable, but if a buyer looks at it and thinks, I'm going to have to update that soon, it could be a huge detriment to them looking at your house. A good rule of thumb is if your kitchen or bathroom hasn't been updated in the past 20 years, you may want to look at doing some minor updates. Next thing we need to focus on is curb appeal. First impressions matter. The psychological concept of confirmation bias plays heavily here. Confirmation bias is the tendency to interpret new evidence as confirmation of one's existing beliefs or theories. When we apply that to a home, it means that when a buyer pulls up to your house, they already have a preconceived notion of what to expect inside. During showings, buyers will be more likely to accept facts that confirm their first impression as opposed to things that contradict it. A good example of that. If your home has moss or mildew on the vinyl siding, then when they walk into a dark space, it's going to confirm that there's deferred maintenance on the home. If the home has deferred maintenance, it's probably going to cost them money. Whether that example is true or not, perception is reality. This may prevent that buyer from making an offer on your home. On the flip side, if the buyer pulls up and they think, wow, this place looks great, then they're more likely to look at the positives when viewing it. Here are some before and after photos of what curb appeal can do to a property. A lot of times, it's just light landscaping work, like overgrown bushes, mulching around the home, flower beds, decks, pressure washing the mildew or bugs off the side of the house, making sure the grass is cut, maybe even as simple as getting a new welcome mat for the front door. Anything you can do to cost effectively present a clean product to potential buyers is an excellent idea. Second to last thing we need to do is depersonalize the home. I know this can be tough, but it's a huge turnoff to potential buyers when they're walking through the home and it feels like someone else's. What we want to do is present your home as a product for purchase, not a used commodity. So we need to take down all the family photos, personalized items. What we're going to do is box them away, safely store them in your garage, your outbuildings, things we talked about earlier, and we'll put them in your new home when we get there. We don't want to discourage a new buyer from purchasing your home because they can't envision their family in it. My last tip is to start interviewing real estate agents early in the process. Very often, sellers just go with the first agent they talk to, the first agent they find, or the first ad that they see, and that may not always be in your best financial interests. So I strongly encourage you to interview at least 2 to 3 agents before you choose one. There are a couple things while you're interviewing that I want you to look out for. The first is agent experience. I don't mean in terms of time spent being an agent, but in terms of how active that they are as an agent. We live in a smaller, close-knit area. Most people can probably think of 4 to 5 agents pretty quickly between their family, friends, or colleagues. If you're serious about selling your home, you want an agent that closes at least 2+ properties a month or 20+ properties a year. Someone who understands the process and works at it consistently. I would also be careful about using part-time agents. You want someone who studies the market daily and is just as invested in this process as you are. The second thing is, what type of marketing are the agents doing? Are they taking pictures with their cell phone, or are they hiring a professional photographer to take high-quality photos? Sadly, a lot of agents in our area don't invest anything into their listings. They simply take the pictures on their cell phones and then they upload them onto the MLS. What top agents do and what we do is invest time and money into each listing. What we found is that small investments up front can actually help sell your home faster and for more money. Because I get paid off commission, I actually earn more money if your home sells for more. So it's an incentive for us both. Every year we spend 6 figures on marketing. This pays for things like professional photography, creative writing, property descriptions, 3D tours, social media ads, videos, exclusive websites for specialty properties, and a lot more. We actually employ an award-winning photographer that takes pictures for all of our listings. So you are getting the absolute best of the best. Make sure whichever real estate agent or company you use is actually marketing your property and not just listing it. So here's our question of the day. Make sure to put your comments in the section below. Would you prefer to be in a home that was more contemporary or more traditional? Make sure to let me know. Thanks for watching.